Hello. Testing 1, 2, 3. Red Rover, Red Rovers.
Wow, I love the hat. Good morning, sweetie. What's on top? What is that? How lovely. So festive. Can't hear you. Are you on now?
How about now?
Yes, now. You're good. Very good. I've combed my hair. Something.
Okay.
Today that it was, 6 or 12 months ago. So yeah, it's not surprising that we've seen some pressure on the equity markets given the rise in yield. That's just math. We can figure that out, and you see that even though the prospects for the economy are probably pretty good as we reopen, their prospects for the companies that we're talking about probably not damaged by 1.6 or 2%. But just the way that the stocks are valued could be where you go wrong. Yes, that's correct. I mean, and again, there's a lot of stimulus that's already been factored into the marketplace. The big question ends up being, does this package get passed, which most people expect that it will, and that's already priced in. And then the next question becomes, well, what happens in terms of infrastructure? Is there going to be another large bill that ends up getting passed later on in the year that again could be supportive of the market valuations and things of that nature. But the thing to keep in mind is that when you look at equity market valuations, from our perspective, when you look at the U.S. market, it is relatively weak. That it's slightly overvalued, not grossly overvalued, but slightly overvalued. And there are pockets where you really grow that.
Hey, Don, can you hear me?
I can.
You have stock in Salesforce.
Yeah.
Good. It's going up, up, up.
Yes, it is.
I know. I haven't looked at it today yet.
Did you watch his interview last night?
No. What's up?
Just was out making the circuit. Hi, Bill. Hey, Jonathan. Hey, Don Morris.
Are you the host today?
No,
Oh, okay.
Jonathan is. I just woke up early.
I know, but you don't have to fuss with your hair.
That's right. My hair is perfect.
I know. My
Look
brother
at that.
Yeah, so smooth. You can lick a stamp and put it on. Right on top.
Hey, Don Morris. You're on mute.
Hello, Don. Good
Hey.
morning, Don.
What's happening?
I thought Tuesday's
Hey,
Taco Tuesday was fantastic.
I enjoyed that too.
There's the gallery. There we are. How many are up so far?
If you look at the bottom, it said participants 6.
6. There's Robin, Colleen.
But Rob and Colleen count as 1. Not
Colleen,
technically. Not
Colleen would
technically, but
disagree.
for Zoom purposes.
We're saving space. We're saving video space.
Bandwidth.
That's right.
Mary. Hey, Mary. Don, Bob, President Bob.
Good morning, Mary. Good morning, Bob.
Who's going out and playing with the rattlesnakes at the trail tomorrow morning?
I'm
Well,
going to
there's half dozen
try.
so far.
How many are signed up so far?
Half dozen have confirmed.
Oh, good. I wrote something about 3:30 in the morning. That's when I found out about it.
You're supposed to be sleeping at that time, Bert.
Well, there's a problem when you're single. You fall asleep watching the news on the sofa, and then you get up at some horrible hour and you have to crawl upstairs to go to bed. It's a horrible way.
Hey, Brian. Hey, Dennis.
Rob, I'll be there, but I might be a little bit late. I have a Zoom call at 8:30. So I'll be there right after that.
Don't forget to bring your dog.
I'll find you.
Okay.
Hey, Sue Frost. Hey, James.
I overslept.
Hey, Joni.
I'm here.
Hey, Bob,
Jonathan,
are you able to allow screen sharing?
I was just gonna tell Jonathan about that. Jonathan,
Oh.
it's when Rob starts to do his report, he's gonna need to screen share.
Stay with me, please.
Same with Bill, please.
Hey, Dave. Hey, Joni, we can see you now. Hey, Patty.
Screen.
Dan Hively.
Joni, you seem a bit frozen to me.
Yeah, she is. Ooh.
You need some of your bandwidth, Rob. Good morning, Ann. Good morning, David. Good morning, Patty. Mike
guess-
Gibbon is lost in space.
Yeah, I got to figure out where I am. What's going on?
Can anybody hear me?
Yes, we can.
Oh, great. Someone sounds like a squirrel on my end.
That would be Joni.
That was Joni.
Why she's gone and she'll be back.
There you are, Mike.
There we
Good
are.
Mike.
morning, Sue Frost. Good morning, Don Morris. Good morning, James, Dennis,
Hello.
Brian.
Still muted, Brian.
Morning, everyone.
Hey, Steve
Morning.
Blair.
Good morning, Dennis.
Hi, Patty.
Mary, I like your earrings.
Can't hear you, Mary.
He was just commenting on my earrings, which are just earbuds. I'm at Pismo Beach.
Oh, you're at
boy.
Pismo Beach? I lived there for a while.
Cool.
Hey, is
Steve
the pier
Blair.
back? Is the pier built back up yet?
Oh, we're actually in a campground in the hills, so we'll walk there today. I'll let you know. We walked over to Avila Beach and they had 2 piers there.
Avila.
Avila.
Hey, Audrey. Hey, Phyllis.
There they are. Good.
Hey, Jim.
Morning, everybody.
Good morning, Phyllis.
Morning, Phyllis.
Hi, Jim. Are you still homeless?
No, let me find my button. Hold on. There we go.
Hey, Colleen.
Who
Wow,
has
that one sounds pretty cool.
Mary, is that your feedback?
It sounds like a new musical trend.
who has a birthday this month? We have not done a Zoom birthday song. No one's confessing?
I think you missed the week we did one, Bert. It wasn't pretty.
Oh, I didn't think it
Hey, well, at
would be.
least we can mute it.
Our iFirm music group has a Saturday sing-along if anybody's interested.
With the way we sing, come on.
I don't know anybody from this group that can sing.
Okay, am I still frozen? Got my pen on right there. Am I still frozen?
No, you're not.
Am I
Julie.
moving? Okay,
You're spotty though, best, Joey.
I'm spotty. Okay,
You
well,
freeze temporarily, but
Oh, Don Morris
Okay,
is
well,
silent. Darn. Sorry, Don.
Oh God, that could mean that Rob is going to be prospector.
Rob,
Don,
what
can
time are
we
we
see you?
gathering
I
on the
already
trail?
see you.
9 o'clock, Brian.
Hi, Lori. How are you, dear? Can't hear you, honey.
There you are. Hello. How is everybody?
I miss
just think
talking to
it's a
you. I
shame.
might have to do that if you can stand it.
That's true.
It's a shame that Don Morris is having computer problem, don't you think?
Yeah.
Bill, did you collect from the last outstanding person?
Negative.
Uh-oh.
We're getting some weird feedback.
Yeah, we are.
We'll wait another minute or so and see if anybody else shows
I
up.
think, Russ, people have a problem of using U.S. mail to send money. I don't, either, or else they're waiting to meet for some other special occasion. I drink coffee every day of the week, and the mail service still delivers to my house.
Hey, not everybody had that problem.
No, not everybody.
There's a note.
Hey, Bill, an easy way to do it might be to go online and just type in the number of dollars you want to pay.
You mean for me to do that?
No, for whoever is not capable of using the mail service.
They certainly could. That's the easy way.
Yes.
Then we don't have to pay somebody an intermediary fee.
Oh, God. Here's my violin for you.
No, but maybe the Rotary members don't have credit cards.
Yes, Bert, we see. Okay, I'm going to start the meeting. We'll see if some other stragglers show up, and hopefully Don will be able to see them. So there. Well, I've learned how to hit the bell without it sending my ears into some kind of thing. So anyway, good morning, everybody, and welcome
Good morning.
to the Rotary Club of Orangevale, USA, where we get up every day to make the world a better place than it is already. We'll start with invocation. Bert, you're the invocator this morning.
that's why we get up so early. Oh, wait, hey, I guess we bow our heads. We can't hold hands. All right. Last beat. Dear Father God, we just thank you for this beautiful day, this beautiful season, and hope for the future. We have faith that you will just guide us each day, give us the nudges we need, how we can be of service, how we can help others. And there are many others who just need our care, our love, and support. And I thank you, Lord, that we can still unite in a Rotary family. And let's praise the Lord. Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much. Okay. Like I'm just seeing who all is here and who is not here. Uh-oh. Hang on. There you go. There. Excuse me. So, okay, well, you did say introduce our guests, but we don't have any today, so we'll move right along. I have a bunch of announcements, as do other folks. So Rob, why don't you give us your announcement about tomorrow?
Yes, tomorrow we're doing an actual community service project. That's our bike trail cleanup. So 9 o'clock tomorrow morning at Negro Bar. If you pull in there, just let them know that you're with the Orangevale Rotary and they're to do the trail cleanup. They'll let you in for free. And then we'll gather in the parking lot at 9 o'clock and we'll hit the trail probably 9:05, 9:10, something like that. I'll have pickers and buckets and gloves and donuts and bring anything else that you would prefer to have. So should be a nice day tomorrow. We'll talk about safety items out there. So look forward to seeing many of you that can make it.
Thank you.
Did you say donuts?
Yes, you did.
I said
Right
donuts.
on.
Donuts. Bring your own coffee, I guess. Wow.
As community chair, I have a much bigger budget than it is vocational chair, so we can have donuts.
Good. The sun just came up and I just turned really white. I mean, I'm a white guy, but this is scary white. I'm gonna pull. There.
Hi, Linda.
Okay, where was I? Mr. Russell, what would you like to talk about this morning?
Well, of course, I have a good morning, everybody. I'm Don Russell.
Morning,
I'm
Don.
the club service chairman.
Morning, Don.
Morning, Don.
So let's see, who can I pick on? Oh, Mary. Mary, you're at the beach, right? You're at the beach today. What washes up on very small beaches? What washes up on very small beaches?
Very small mermaids.
No, microwaves. 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 Okay. This past Tuesday,
I love it.
this past Tuesday, we had a dine-around. It's over now. We had 6 people in attendance. Where were the rest of you? Shame on you. Did you forget? I sent you a couple Scooby-Doo announcements. Mark your calendar. You have your pens? Get your pens and your calendars out. Next dine-around, dine-around is March the 25th at 5:50, just for Bill. Bill Wagner, we're changing the time for you for 5:50. March the 25th, 5:50. I'll send a Zoom announcement out to you from Scooby-Doo. And that's it. Back to you, President Bob.
Okay, thank you. Excuse me, thank you.
So I have a question for the community service chair. As vaccinations are rolling out, some of us may feel comfortable getting together face to face. Is there any consideration for dine-arounds to be done in person?
May I say something about that?
Sure.
I have heard that even if people are vaccinated, they could still be acquiring the virus. And it doesn't affect them, but it can affect others who are not vaccinated.
That's true.
And there are also surveys from epidemiologists that say that if you are vaccinated, you are a non-transmitter. So you can read whatever source you want.
Okay, well, we'll definitely take some suggestions on dine-arounds that you would like to do. I know Phyllis suggested Red Bus a couple times. If you have any additional places that you know that are open on Thursday, March the 25th, and you would like to have me consider that as a alternate instead of doing a Zoom meeting, please let me know. That's it. Back to you, President Bob.
Okay. Yeah, as we move into a red tier or whatever, maybe we will be able to start getting a little bit closer together. That would be nice. Let's see. Oh, we had a meeting with all the presidents for District 5180 this last week, and we're talking about, some of the presidents were talking about dictionary distribution, and I've been holding off, hoping that kids would be back in school so we could do it the way we normally do it. But at this point, and that may still happen, but in the meantime, I think that I'm going to go ahead and contact the schools and get the ball rolling on dictionary deliveries. We may be just having to take them to the school, leave them off there, and have the teachers distribute them as they can. That's been working fine for the other presidents who have been doing that. They said, yeah, leave them there, and they'll get them to the kids somehow. So if we have to do that, excuse me, we will. It's going to be a lot easier to get the dictionaries this year. All we have to do is call a Rotarian in El Dorado Hills who owns a bookstore, and she'll order them for us, and they'll have them delivered to wherever we want them delivered. So, Rob, I don't think you'll have to worry about that this year. When it gets time for that, I'll probably just have them delivered to my garage, and we'll dispense them as quickly as we can. Russ?
Same dictionary, same price, same everything?
I'm not sure, but I think so. Pretty close, if that's,
okay.
There won't be much different. It's just much easier to deal with. We don't even have to buy them all at once if we don't want to. I think we will, but we could just
You know, we still have some in storage, Bob, right?
Right, but of course, I don't remember how many. I know it's not too many. It's like 100 and
Yeah, I
something.
can recount.
So if you could give me a new count, that would be great, because I'll be having to get the numbers from the schools to find out exactly how many we need to buy. And that's another thing. We can buy how many we actually need. So that's that. I'm supposed to announce to all of you to recommend all of you to the district conference is well, it's towards the end of May. It's the 22nd and the 23rd of May. This year, it's going to be a lot cheaper than it usually is for those of us who go to these things, because it's going to be virtual. It's going to cost a whole $25. So I'd encourage you all to go. If you haven't gone, this of course is going to be very different and very much smaller than normal. They are sort of leaving the door open for maybe having at least a representation of each of the clubs to meet on the 23rd, which is a Sunday, and have an in-person sort of I guess it would be a hybrid meeting, I'm not sure, but to actually have human beings together in the same room. And we'll see how all that works out. But again, it's 22nd and 23rd of May. It's only from 10 to noon on each day. So it's just a couple of hours instead of all day and all evening and dinners and parties and stuff like that. They will be doing the derby, what is it, I can't say it. Anyway, we have to build a car, Rob. And we're going to need a bandsaw, Steve. But we'll get that going. We have quite a while before we have to get that finished. I was hoping that today we could have the vote on the bylaws, but I stumbled around a little bit and never got around to really getting it all completely ready. So in a week or two, we'll just have that as a part of the meeting. I want to be sure and send it out to everybody that might be interested in actually reading the thing, and we can get that handled.
Oh, is that at Richard Burke?
What? You weren't talking to me. Okay. So that's that. So I talked about that and that and that. Good. Okay. I see we've got Mr. Squires with us this morning. Brad, you want to tell us a little bit about the farm?
Sure. There I am.
There you are.
How's it going? Yeah,
Good.
so yeah, Food Bank Farm is a new project of the Orangevale Fair Oaks Food Bank. And you can find more information on Facebook. You can just search Food Bank Farm. It's a 1 acre parcel just south of the food bank that we're going to use for a veggie farm. So we've already started, and we've already planted garlic and carrots. And tomorrow we have a volunteer day. So for those of you who are interested, 9:30 to 11:30, you can come on out, and we're going to be planting kale, lettuce, and a variety of other things. So our plan is to grow food for the food bank. So at least half of the veggies that we grow will go to the food bank for our programs there. And then the other half, we're actually going to open up a weekly subscription box. So you can actually pay, we haven't decided how much it's going to be, but pay for once a week to have a fresh box of veggies available to you. So we'll have only 40 shares available of that. And so that'll be a way to help fund the farm. But the main purpose of the farm is to grow vegetables for the food bank. So it's 1 acre, and we hope to grow it to 1.5 acres. But we should be able to grow 15,000 pounds of vegetables, everything from squash to tomatoes and beans and lettuce, all the above. If it's a veggie, we hope to have it, maybe even beets. So.
Great. Okay, thank you. Can you tell us, now we have a bit of a conflict for tomorrow, because I was planning on showing up there, but we also have the cleanup at the river. So how often are you doing this weekly, or how often are you having the people get together and work?
We've been doing kind of every other week, just in kind of the winter months here, last 2 months. And we'll be kicking into weekly starting in March, April. And then we'll actually be probably doing 2 to 3 times weekly as we get into spring, summer, fall. So there'll be plenty of chance to come out and volunteer. I always say farming's a team sport. So we need lots of hands and lots of help.
Okay, great, thanks. So
Bob, we can be wrapped up at the bike trail probably by 10 o'clock. It's not a long project, so.
Yeah, that's true. If you want to go over there and play in the dirt, that's fine. Yeah, maybe we can do both. That would be good.
Is the Orangevale Food Bank the only one in the area that has a farm? I think this is quite a neat issue.
Yep, it's pretty unique. We hope to actually grow enough produce to be able to share with other farms or other food banks too. Orangevale needs more small farms, and so this opportunity kind of came about. The owners letting us use it for free. The Orangevale Water gave us the water line for free. We just had to pay for the materials, and so it's really been a true community collaboration, as it should be. And what's kind of cool is Rotary also jumped in and became a sponsor. So appreciate that support.
Yeah, some of you may have seen the email that I sent out last evening with a picture of the banner that we along with Fair Oaks Club went together to purchase, and so it looks real nice, and that was it's kind of a neat banner, and it's got our name on it, and it's in the left where it should be. It's like the first thing you read. Fair Oaks is at the other end. So anyway.
Rotary sponsor for?
What?
How much did Rotary sponsor?
Oh, $250. It was $500 for the banner, so we paid $250, and Fair Oaks paid $250. That came out of our advertising budget. So, okay, moving right along. Jonathan, I have a question for you about viewing Zoom meetings. I still don't get how to do it. Can we do it? Are they being posted somewhere where we can, if we miss a meeting like this one, can we view it somewhere? And if so,
I have it recorded. I just need to post them. So I've been slacking and been behind on that. So They're going to be, I'll make sure to make time today to do it, but they're going to be on the club's YouTube page. So I'll make sure to get them posted. And once I do, then I'll send out an email through Club Runner.
Okay. Well, be sure you do it, otherwise you'll be fired. Not really.
Hey, you can post those live to Facebook Live through Zoom. We can show you how to do that. That might be an easy way to not have to do the upload. Just an idea.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
well,
a good idea.
you guys, pardon me, you guys can get together and figure that one out. That would be great. Okay, good. Oh, let's see. I think that's pretty much what I had in the way of announcements. Bill, do you have something for your foundation minute?
I'll defer it to the foundation
meeting?
assembly report.
Sure, okay. Does anybody else have an announcement that I don't know about? Okay, good. We're gonna skip vocational talk today because Dave's not with us. So we have what time is it? Pretty well. It's time for the prospector. If the prospector's computer's working now. So Donna, excuse me, are you available? I
I'm
guess.
assuming that's a no.
You think? Okay.
And this is obviously a total surprise to me, so I'm not prepared at all, other than to, oh, let's see, Don. There was, what, 4 meetings this month? That was 4 really bad jokes. So I'm gonna say that's $4, Don.
Good.
Mary, you were supposed to lead a breakout group on Tuesday night, and you were busy not showing up.
I was at the Pinnacles National Park. I was offline for 4 days and I didn't miss the internet.
Well, we missed you. And you said
I
Pinnacle?
know.
Pinnacles is plural?
Yes, there's more than one pinnacle.
So that'll be $2 then.
Right on.
There's more than 2.
Where
There's a
is
lot.
it? Where is that, Mary?
South of Hollister and north of King City. It's one of the newest national parks. It's one of the places that they release the condors. I really tried to figure out the condor from the buzzards, and I'm not sure I saw a condor, but I saw a lot of birds, hiked. It was great. It's a beautiful little park.
And Russ, thank you. That'll be $2 for interrupting the prospector and asking questions out of turn. Mary, another $1 for answering the question. So you're up to $3, Mary. Don, I feel like I waste my money investing in you as prospector this past month. We got you, what, Don Morris. We got you, I think, one time, and now you're mute. So I'm gonna hit you for $1 there, Don. How's that? Prospect getting fine. I like that.
Now Don has got a picture. Do you just not have video or audio, Don? Morris?
Yeah, he's
Yeah, okay.
He's never sounded better.
A quiet attorney.
Jonathan, we've had 3 meetings this month that aren't posted yet, so that's gonna be $3 to you. And while you're at it, Jonathan, you won an award. So what was the award you won?
Oh, it was an award that Audrey and Mitch are. Oh, there's Audrey. That they did not win, and that is Best Insurance Services.
Wow, let's make it at even $5, Jonathan. and Audrey,
you need to tack on $1 for rubbing it in.
Good point. Hey, who said that?
James.
James. Nice job, James. And James, that'll be $1 for interrupting the prospector.
Yeah, I got you.
And James, you're working Saturday, right? Busy work day.
Yeah.
He wants community service days on Sunday. So you're working, making all that money, James. That's you can kick in another $1. So that's $2 now for you.
Okay.
I'm just scrambling here.
You're doing a great job. You always do.
And Bert, I've noticed especially this past month during our meetings, you seem to be doing anything but sitting down and watching the meeting. I've seen you do your hair. I think you're brushing your teeth one day. So Bert, I'm gonna get you $2 for that. Patty, there's $1 for not knowing how to use your mute button. All right, I'm running out of stuff. So are there any happy finds?
I have a
Yes,
happy
Russ.
find.
Okay, Audrey, you're up. Go for it, Audrey.
Today is my little angel Austin's 27th birthday, so I'll donate $27 to the foundation.
Wow.
I think it's pretty cool that Austin got older, but Audrey did not.
Oh, thank you, Jim. Thank you.
Well,
I do
think
have-
Audrey probably needs to look up little angel in the dictionary because I'm not sure Austin agrees with that description. But
I wondered if anyone would challenge that.
Does angel rhyme with strangle? Well, okay. I have a happy find. We have found a home. We're moving this weekend to Sun City, Roseville. And Joan has the whole house packed. It's hard to find a place to set down anything like a coffee cup. But anyway, yeah, so we're moving this weekend, and I'll let everybody know when we're available for viewing. And
how many
so
windows does it have?
Oh God, a bunch.
Yeah, so how happy are you?
Well, I think
$1
I should
window at
be-
least.
I think I ought to be like $50 to the foundation.
All right.
All right.
Very nice. Russ, you had a happy find.
Yeah, on Sunday morning, Lori and I both got our second shot. For those who are wondering, it does hurt like heck. And strangely enough, the older you are, apparently, the less likely you are to have side effects. And we had extremely little side effects. Lori had virtually none. I got kind of woozy the next day, but other than that, nothing.
Are you taking a shot at Lori's age?
I think he was.
No, she no, trust me, Rob.
If you got woozy, how could you tell the difference?
But in any event, though, I will pay $5 for that because maybe now, well, strangely enough, I will go see James a week from Tuesday because that's after my 2 weeks. James, you don't charge by the pound, I hope, do you? Good.
No.
Good.
Any other happy finds?
Yeah, I got my second shot this week. It felt like just a little mosquito bite. So I'll put in $5 for that. I'm happy. And I am of the belief that I am now a non-transmitter. So you read whatever epidemiology study that you like.
Sounds good, Bill.
Okay.
Appreciate that. Mike
Okay,
McKibben.
Mike.
Just to report a bit, we vaccinated 2,200 teachers and classified employees last Saturday. We'll do another 2,000 tomorrow, and try to do as many as another 2,000 the third week. That means that for the teachers in San Juan Unified and classified employees, we're going to be pretty close to herd immunity for them. And stay tuned. In the next week or two, I'm going to have an announcement about opening schools.
Yay.
Excellent. So
All right.
Mike, is that a $1 a shot then?
I was thinking $5, but if you think it's worth more than that, right now I'm
I
happy
think
enough
$1
to
a
pay
shot it's worth it. How many did you do? 2,000?
2,200
2,200. Yeah, let's do $1 a shot.
How about a penny?
in your dreams, yeah.
Anybody
But
else?
yeah, we're actually will vaccinate almost well over right around 5,000 people when we're by the time we're done.
That's awesome.
And
We'll keep talking. The price is going
including
up
my
now.
wife tomorrow, incidentally.
Bert.
Okay.
Yes, this is February and I'd like to make a donation to foundation. Oh, I'll change it to Laird Smith Scholarship. Laird passed away quite a few years ago on this month. And I just want to donate some money. He was a great guy, great to our club. So it's to Laird, $50 for the scholarship. Thank you.
Very nice, Bert. Thank you.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Going
Okay,
once? Going twice?
Well, we need to,
Gotta auction it off, yes.
we need to auction it off, yeah.
Hey, don't vote for Don. You just waste your money. All right. So do we have any nominees? Hello, nobody? Somebody's got to get started.
Somebody's got to do it.
I'll go $10 for Rob.
I just did it.
Well, that's just one day. Come on.
Actually, I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna be in Hawaii after next week, so I'll be gone.
Okay, you can have Don do it that week.
All right.
Computers work in Hawaii, Rob.
Yeah, I got nothing. Is that it?
If
$10.
we're on,
All right, the rest of you in trouble. You don't think I'm worth anything? Okay, I got it.
you're on Zoom, you can do it from Hawaii, you know. Anyway. Well, that's great.
Yeah, it would be what, 4 o'clock in the morning there.
I'm sorry.
How about $20 for Audrey?
There we go.
And don't say Audrey's going to be in Pismo or something. It's not that time of year.
She lives with angels.
Absolutely. I like $20 for Audrey. It's going once.
I'll throw in another $5 for Audrey.
Nice.
Oh,
25 for
you're
Audrey.
killing me.
I'll throw in another $5 for Audrey too.
Okay, James. I'm gonna remember that one.
That's John. Okay, great.
All right.
Okay, very well done, as always, Rob. We appreciate that for stepping in. Morris is going to get it so much next week. Just be ready. Hope they got their checkbook open.
All right.
Okay, so let's get to the program. We're pretty much going to go down the list. Now, Brian and Ann both need to leave a little early, so I'm going to start with them. And then we'll just go down the list here and see what people have to say and let us know where we all are with stuff. So, Brian, why don't you go first?
Okay. Membership is status quo. I'm finding it very difficult to interest new prospects in getting up to be at a 7 o'clock Zoom meeting. It just doesn't sell real well. Still have 2 prospects, but at this point, holding our own is my goal.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So now you're excused whenever you need to go, Brian. I know he's got another appointment. Okay, Ann. Oh, Ann, and see Jeff isn't here today again. So you're muted, Ann.
Jeff was not able to join us this morning after all.
Okay.
So I'm going to report our youth activities. Shall I start?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Well, you've heard about our wonderful book drive, and it's going to officially launch this coming week. Our teacher advisor, Kathy Carlson, is so excited about this wonderful program that she's basically taking over. She's submitting ads and articles in newspapers, newsletter, you name it, all the staff, the membership in Interact. And so I'm very excited for all of us that we're going to be collecting a lot of used books for children who will treasure them, to be sure. And the 2 drop-off locations will, of course, be Casa Roble and also Orangevale Copy. And it's Orangevale Copy and Michelle that always comes through and developed our wonderful flyer. And we have 100 flyers sitting on her counter at Orangevale Copy. We're wishing and hoping that you would do a big favor for us, and that is to take a few of these flyers. Where could you ask to have them posted and to show neighbors and your children and grandchildren to think about what books they might have to share with this great program? And so I think the Orangevale View is going to have an article, she mentioned, and possibly even the Sacramento Bee, she said. She just thinks we can reach out in every direction. So how can Orangevale Rotary help us besides seeing if you can collect some used books for children? We're going to get the word out when our collection boxes fill up that we will need help transporting the books to the garage at the McGibbon home. And so I would predict we're going to have an ongoing request that we'll put out there when we need yet another delivery. And that's that for our book drive.
And
The
Russ has
yes.
a question.
you said
Yes,
children.
Russ.
Does that include teenage books also?
Actually, no, it's infant to 12 years is what Celeste prefers.
Okay.
And to think that she's already collected over 250,000 books in the last 10 years. They've gone all over the world, and we're going to do our part one more time. I'm really excited for all of us. The virtual exchange.
Patty has a question.
Yes, Patty.
You just.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Half Price Books likes to donate, especially children's books. And if I had one of Celeste's brochures and the flyer and the permission to do so, I can approach them and see if they could donate quite a few because that's what they like to do.
Good idea. And I do have a brochure, an extra one.
Patty,
And
are you
Mike,
going
of
to be,
course.
Patty, are you going to be at the cleanup tomorrow?
Yes, I am.
I'll bring some.
Okay. And be sure to, does that brochure explain the age group that we're targeting? Because they have the most books, I believe, in that age group anyway. And if they could be part of the advertising, and I'm going to try to talk to a manager and see what I can do, because that's a way to really support this cause.
Thank you for doing that. And the brochure does give the age range. I just found it. 0
Wonderful.
to 12.
I think between those two and being able to talk to you guys, I think maybe we could do something about that.
Okay, thank you. My next item here is the virtual exchange program that is in full sway now. Michael and I are counselors for Eli, our boy from Casa Roble. And we found out that Eli is pretty good when it comes to setting up meetings on Zoom. And thanks to Eli, this couple days ago on a Wednesday morning, 10:45, we opened up the link and we were linked not only to Eli, but to his Brazilian brother, Lucas. And what a wonderful hour it was as the boys and also Mike and I communicated and shared and asked questions and learned. My favorite moment was when I said to Eli, you know, I'd sure love to see your family. And the next thing you know, the family is surrounding him, including the two brothers, the father, the dog, and the mother, of course. And then Lucas did the same. All of a sudden we saw his mother, his younger brother, and his dog. So what a wonderful exchange it was. And this coming Sunday is our second meetup. Again, Eli said, I can set this up, no problem. So we're going to tune in at 11 a.m. on Sunday and see what else they share about their lives. Eli made a video of his house and took us through his house on that first meetup. So next Friday, we're coming to Orangevale Rotary to present, and I'm not quite sure whether it will be an open video or not. But if we need help setting up the video, let alone just being on Zoom, we'll certainly reach out to Jonathan and or Bill. But we're certainly looking forward to sharing this with all of you and how it's going to certainly promote cultural understanding, to say the least, let alone these two young men are going to become very
Okay,
good
you're gonna need
friends.
to wait till I'm done with my meeting, please.
And please get the emails
Yes.
for everybody concerned to Jonathan so that he can send him the invite.
Oh, okay. Is that what Jonathan just said? He needs our emails?
Yeah,
And
get the
including
emails
Lucas?
so that he can send him an invite.
Okay,
Yep,
thank
emails.
you. So those are the two new activities virtual activities that Interact is certainly involved with, and now Rotary. But there are ongoing programs I needed to give an update on, such as the RILA Youth Leadership Camp in the summer. I received a letter from the new directors, and they said on April 1st, they will make a decision. Is it a go or not? Can they imagine having 3 different 6-day camps this summer at the Grizzly Creek Ranch? So we'll find out on April 1st as to whether to go ahead and promote and find students to register for the camp. So that's on hold, waiting for their decision April 1st. Something that is definitely a go and about to be shown is that our senior scholarships, we're still going to be bestowing our scholarships at both Bella Vista and Casa Roble. We'll be spending the same amount of $6,000. And as you might recall, those of us that have been here for a while know that it's 3 different types of scholarships that we sponsor. The one that both schools apply for is called, as Bert reminded us, the Laird Smith Community Service Scholarship. And it really highlights the community service hours and experiences of a student. $1,000 for each school for one recipient. Then we have the work-related scholarship. It's for $1,000, one student between the 2 schools. And we have the Health Academy at Casa Roble, and that's usually where the candidate comes from, and they are very impressive. And then the counselors, they award what is called the academic scholarship. Both schools, one candidate, $1,500. So we are definitely going ahead and going to be awarding to very deserving students at both Bella Vista and Casa Roble. And then lastly, one more, the educational grants that we typically send out letters about in the fall and choose teacher recipients by November. None of that has happened. And the question we need for the board to quickly decide is, should we go forward or should we roll over the money, which is $5,000, to next year when we can actually start the whole process in the fall as usual? So we need input from the board. And for those that are new members, it's always been heartwarming and exciting to see the reactions of the teachers that apply, not only for books for their classroom, but equipment, machinery, tools, gardens, you name it. My favorite person that I've gotten to know through the years is Rob Lever, the woodshop teacher. Anytime he would see me go by, he said, "Ann, come in and see again what my students are making thanks to Rotary and the tools that you bought for us." So do we wait and roll it over or not? I need some input before we make a decision. Any questions on that or anything else? I had a lot to say, but very important, I thought. Anyone out there want to?
Ann is awesome.
Yeah,
Thank
Ann's
you.
awesome. Okay, thank you, Ann.
Ann?
I'm sorry, go ahead, Bert.
Hi, I just had a comment. If we delay it for 1 year, that gives the children a chance to see whatever gift their classroom has received because of the grant. They're with the class, they see it rather than just a numerical transfer of funds. They come in the next year and see something. So that's just a thought.
So say again, the bottom line comment then.
If we roll it over into the next year, we'll have more money for grants, and the children will probably be able to see what arrived at their school and visually use it rather than just today have a virtual transfer of funds.
Okay.
That's all.
Good
Okay,
comment.
thank you. Okay, great. Thanks very much, Ann. And we will talk about that with the board next time we get a chance to get together, or when we get together next. It's a good question. I think the idea of moving it over and really, we're going to redo the way we do the grants anyway a little bit, so it might be a good opportunity to hit them with a lot more money next year. Might be the best way to go. We'll see. Okay, now Rob, you wanted
I'll
to
endorse that idea.
yeah, Rob, you want to you need to share the screen, Jonathan. He
I
needs
think I've
to-
got that, Bob.
Okay, great,
Yeah,
go
so
ahead.
community service, it's been a very quiet year for community service, thanks to COVID, I think. It's been the easiest year ever for the community service chair, I think. But we do have a big project coming up, and we're trying to get it done before Bob's year is over. And that is a sign project. When you're in Orangevale and you're looking for something to do in the community, you contact Brad Squires and say, hey, what does the community need? And Brad had been working on this pet project of his, the Welcome to Orangevale sign. And I will bring it up here so you can see what it looks like. Can you see that?
No.
No. Green share. Green, there we go. Come on.
While this is going on, Jim, I'm answering your chat. Yes. I can't make this thing.
There it is, Rob.
Okay.
Lost.
It went
There
away.
now?
No, it went away.
All right. Well, best laid plans. So Jonathan, this is something to work out so our speakers can use this tool.
User error.
Yeah, I just have to figure out how to use the darn thing. So I can, you can see my screen, but you're
Now
not
it's
seeing what I
looks
want
like
you to see.
It's a white screen. Have
Yeah.
you clicked on the
What
item?
a trip you're putting us on now.
Well, I'm sorry about that. I was hoping you'd see the sign that Brad had rendered up. So a fairly large sign. It's going to be at on northbound Hazel at around Cherry there in that open field. The property owner has graciously allowed us to erect the sign there. It's going to be about 15 feet tall.
Rob, I thought that was southbound Hazel.
I apologize. You're right. Southbound Hazelville. Thank you. I was half right, half wrong. About 15 feet tall. It'll say Orangevale across the top. Michelle will design the Orangevale letters. Her brother has a business where he cuts out metal and laser cut metal. So he will cut the letters probably out of aluminum, and it'll say Orangevale across the top. It'll have redwood slats that we can attach logos such as Rotary and other service clubs to it. Be quite nice. Large monument sign. So that will be coming up. It's probably going to be a weekend project to install in May. So stay tuned for that. And then of course tomorrow we have the bike trail cleanup, and at some point we need to, I'm sure, get over and fulfill our obligation with Rotary House, but I'll get with Steve Blair on that. I think that's it for now.
Okay, great, thank you. I had a question there somewhere and then it's gone right out of my mind. Oh, well, maybe it'll come back. Okay, Jim. Jim's got stuff to do.
Okay, yeah. So the just treasurer's report, look at that.
Whoa.
Now we can see the sign.
Now we
Wait a
can see
minute.
the
great.
sign. There it is.
That's pretty cool.
All right.
We need to buy a new Rotary sign.
Yes, we will.
Okay, treasurer's report, just so you know, the club bank account is about $8,400. It's been over $7,000 ever since the foundation was formed. So there's a nice cushion there that we may need to draw on for other purposes. But anyway, that's our status. The expenses this year were higher in some small ways. The club runner cost more than expected. The post office box wasn't in the budget. And there's a couple of other things that are, I'm sorry, post office box went up. The Chamber of Commerce dues were not in the budget, and we now have Zoom fees of $15 a month. So those are the things that have cost more than we expected, but we got about a $600 refund from the district because they didn't charge as much for dues as usual. And of course, we haven't spent any money on meals to speak of other than a few dollars at the end of last year. So the club's budget's looking good. We have a couple of outstanding checks to La Placita from back in February and December of last year. So we're working on trying to find out whether those checks are in Colombia or wherever. We don't know about that. I'm working on with Eileen on that. The biggest issue really is that we're about $1,600 in arrears for dues and Prospector, but mainly dues. And there are 6 people who owe over $100 each. So that's basically 2 dues requests or billings plus other money. And I'll be sending out new statements next week when I get settled in over in our new house. And we'll get everybody to know they need, you need to pay your dues. If you don't pay your dues, the club will use up that $8,000 and go under. But basically, according
Everybody, your new address.
just a minute, will do. Just a minute. The thing is, according to the Constitution, if you don't pay your dues after 30 days, we could let you go. So we don't want to, actually, we're supposed to advise you that you could lose your membership. So we need to get on this, everybody. Please pay up when I send the new statements out. And the new statements will have my new, well, basically, the statements say to send things to the P.O. Box, which is P.O. Box 343 in lovely downtown Orangevale. You can read it on the sign. Otherwise, I will tell everybody my new address. It's Rotary International has it, Phyllis has it, Lori has it. So I'll get it out anyway to everybody. Okay, thank you.
Jim,
Thanks, Jim.
are you going to be at the thing tomorrow? The bike trail?
And no, I'll be moving.
Oh, okay.
You mean that has priority over going to the bike trail? Jeez.
Yeah, so if you want to give, if you go down to the bike trail, maybe give, if you have checks, keep those cards and letters coming, folks. But if you have checks, you can give them to Bob and I'll arrange to pick them up from Bob.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
I was wondering, is there a way we can do it with a credit card?
Yes, if I were there, we still have our Square account.
Yeah.
Maybe I can work that out with you.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. Okay, great. Thanks, Jim. Well, okay, international, James, what's cooking?
Yeah, I'm happy to announce that we are partnering with several other Rotary clubs in our district on a project in Peru. And as most of you know, Peru's near and dear to my heart as I spent 2.5 years there. And they're one of the Folsom members visited Peru and discovered that because of COVID, tourism to Peru came to an abrupt halt. And because of that, the poorest of the poor there who rely on tourism to sell little trinkets and things to tourists dried up. And there's one shanty town called Comas in particular where people are literally starving. So the Rotary Club of Lima, Peru, Valores Club partnered with Soup Kitchen there, and they are now distributing meals 7 days a week. 6 days a week, they can come get a hot meal. And on Sundays, they can take some dry food home to prepare in their homes. And so we are funding that this week, and can't thank Rotary enough for reaching out to the people of Lima, Peru. I've traveled all around the world. I've been to Eastern Europe, Africa, Central and South America, and I have never witnessed the level of poverty that exists in these shanty towns that surround Lima. And so I'm very excited to be a part of what Rotary is doing in South America.
Great. Yeah, that's one of the things I was saying when we had our meeting the other day with the presidents. At least with international, we primarily what we do is spend money, and we can do that in a pandemic. So I'm glad, and it's nice that we've got an international person who actually has some experience in international stuff to handle this stuff. So you're doing a good job, James. I appreciate that. So, okay, Audrey, you got anything?
I do. Quickly, I'm working on Teacher of the Year. I have one recommendation, so if anyone has any, please let me know, preferably in the next week. And thank you, Phyllis, for yours. And then I am actually working on a possible outdoor tour locally, but details to follow. And of course, it will be optional to anyone that feels comfortable. So, oh, and my next thing before the end of the year would be Citizen of the Year. So if you have suggestions, recommendations for that, please let me know. That's it.
Great, thank you, Audrey. Go ahead. I'm just going on my list here, make sure I don't miss anybody. Mr. Foundation.
Okay, I'm going to try this screen share thing here. There's a couple of different reports I would like to share with you today, and also kind of show you what our status is. Rotary prepares a report called the Club Fundraising Analysis Report, and it's here on the screen right now. And our goal for the year was $10,000 in annual fund giving. We're at $8,937 right now. The year means from July 1 to June 30th. Our total contributions have been $20,069. And while you might say, geez, we haven't hit our goal, I think we will. Some very nice contributions to Prospector today. But the statistic that I look at the most is the one that says AF per capita here. The club is at $279 this year, and the district is at $100 per member per capita. That says that we're giving almost 3 times the rate of other Rotary members in the district. And I would like to personally thank the club for that, that level of commitment.
Actually, Bill, if I might interject, yesterday, Joe told me that we are number 3 in the district in per capita giving.
Yeah, there's a couple of clubs that have like very large benefactors that contribute $25,000 per year and things like that. And I don't intend for us to compete with them, but really we're just doing our own thing here, and we're doing a good thing. And I would like to recognize that we are doing a good thing by showing this. So I have no doubt that we will hit our goal for the year. So that's the fundraising analysis. And they also produce what's called the Club Banner Report. And this kind of tells you the breakdown by category. Where do we stand? We are about 87% towards our annual giving. We are 87% on E-Ray, 70% on sustaining members. So our club is doing very well. So I just want to emphasize, we need $1,062 in order to hit our goal. Just because we hit our goal, it doesn't mean we stop giving, but it would be nice for Bob's purpose when he goes to these meetings, that if we do hit our goal, he can say that we have. And on Polio Plus, we also made a goal there of $2,000. We are at 1,132, so we need $867 there in contributions. There was also a goal that we be an E-Ray club. This is something that is evaluated every year. E-Ray means every Rotarian every year. And every Rotarian gives at least $25, and the club per capita is at least equal to $100. I showed you we've met that on the club side. But we have 4 members who have not donated this year at all. And so I encourage you, if you're one of those 4, please consider giving at least $25 to the Rotary Foundation. And if you have a question of if you're one of those 4 members or not, please see me. I can help you. We're trying to emphasize Rotary direct giving. It's the easiest way to do it. Sign up for a monthly or quarterly or annually credit card donation, and it's all automatically. I sometimes have people ask me, how much have I donated to the Rotary Foundation this year? And I can't, I feel a little bit, I can't answer that for you, but I wanted to ask you if you have ever looked at what's called your donor history report. And I just show mine here. I pulled this up from Rotary. I'm going to resize this. So this report, it's very nice. I like it in color, and it tells you if you are a major donor, if you're a member of the Bequest Society, if you're a benefactor, how much money that you've given, and what are you going to give on your death. But the other thing that it does is there's a breakdown that it shows you every contribution you've given in your history of Rotary. So if I want to know my donations for 2020, I can just go to this report, and I do have this in my tax file. Every one of those donations is a deduction on my tax return. So I cannot get access to this report for you. I can only get access to this report for me. So if you want to know what your donor history is for a particular year, I encourage you, please log into My Rotary. That's what it's called, My Rotary, and get your donor history report. And you'll find a lot of answers to questions there that you didn't know about. I can't wait until we meet again, because I have 3 new Paul Harris Fellow Awards to give out. I have 9 upgrade Paul Harris Fellow Awards to give out. I'm holding on to these. And we also, you might wonder, where does that goal of $10,000 the president comes up with? We have something called the Paul Harris Society. The Paul Harris Society is those members who agree to give at least $1,000 a year to Rotary. And a lot of clubs have a lot of Paul Harris Society members. I want to show you a chart of ours. So this is our list, and I want to thank all of these people for being Paul Harris Society members. Bert is a new one this year, and thank you for that. And I understand from Dennis that he is now in that same category. He's not shown up on the reports yet, but if that gets us 6 members, then we certainly are very easily going to hit that goal of $10,000. So I don't know what goal Dennis is setting for the next year, but I'm very happy with the contributions. I want to thank everyone for what they've done, contribution to the foundation so far. Maybe somebody could mute David Shepard, please.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, are you, that do it for you, Bill?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, great. Thanks, that's great. That's yeah, we're doing really well. There was something else that I learned from that meeting. Anyway, we're doing really well as far as the from the district's point of view, as they look at us, they go, wow, you guys are doing great. So that's good for us. Club service, Don?
It's the leadership, Bob.
Oh, right.
Right on. Hey, President Bob. Don Russell here. So we've already talked about Zoom Dine Around, and we also talked about Dine Around Live. The next couple things that are coming up would be the anniversary dinner, and that would be doing the anniversary dinner live. So that'd be dependent on people, how you feel about meeting live at a restaurant. If a restaurant was open, I don't know how we would do that. If the restrictions change. An alternate idea I have is we could do something like the bonfire that we did at Halloween, do that outside where we're socially distanced from each other. You could bring a bottle of wine and we could hang out and talk and socialize. Any other ideas, please let me know. I would be happy to consider that and let our committee look at it.
I like the bonfire idea.
Yeah, I think that's not a bad idea, especially if things get opened up a little bit more. We can get together in an evening and at least get together and socialize. We don't necessarily have to have a nice fancy sit down dinner. It'd be nice if we can, but if we can't, we could certainly do the other. It's having a Zoom anniversary dinner just seems wrong. Okay, Jonathan, do you have something that you can tell us about the fundraising committee?
You make it sound like I'm the head of the committee, Bob.
Well, you almost are.
So yeah, so we're organizing the disc golf tournament. Bill in particular has been a huge source of input and advice and experience through his fundraising through golf tournaments. Him and I are meeting this weekend possibly, and he's also connected me with a person that has a lot of experience with doing fundraiser tournaments at Shady Oaks. So it's moving slowly, but it is coming together. So I'll be reaching out to more club members just for their input and possible help with trying to put this all together. So just small, quick update, nothing too much, but that's where we're at with it.
Okay. Yesterday, Brad and I were talking about other things, and he made a recommendation that sounds like it might be a good idea, and that would be to connect it sort of with Father's Day. And that's usually the second week in June. I don't know if Father's Day itself would be the day to have it. That is always a Sunday anyway, but maybe the Saturday before Father's Day might be something that could get families out, and dads can bring their kids and things like that. We'll see. But I see that as something that's happening towards the end of the year, but we don't want to make it too close to the end. But it would be nice to we need to get something put together, that's for sure. And we'll see, maybe we'll even get something else going, hopefully, since the crab feed thing is definitely not happening.
I'll make note of that. That's a good idea about Father's Day. So I'll make note of that.
Yeah, okay. Let's see. Tommy's not with us today, so he can't tell us about the charitable fund. The fund is partly, I guess, because the stock market's doing so well. Our fund is doing really well. That's about all I know. I haven't seen the latest numbers, but we've got money, and maybe the next time he can make it to a meeting, he can give us a bit of an update on that. And that's pretty much down my list. The only one thing I thought I'd ask is, Dennis, do you have anything you'd like to say at this time or not?
Yeah, I do. I'll just let folks know where I'm at. I'm about 80% there in terms of coming up with a slate of officers for our board. I've got a couple of folks that are considering the offer, and they'll be getting back to me soon. And hopefully by next week, I'll be able to come out with our slate of officers for 2021, 2022. Also, what have I been working on? I'm a piece of work. I'm working on getting up to speed on various facets of Rotary Club leadership, and I went through the district course a week ago Saturday. It was a 4-hour kind of a fire hose treatment, but gave a broad brush of what to expect with the president-elect's training seminar that I'll be doing next weekend, the 5th, 6th, and 7th. It'll be virtual. It's one that's the Far West Pets Seminar, and I expect to get up to speed there. I've also worked on a couple of Rotary courses online. One was the Club President Basics course, and the other one is a grant management seminar. So, but after I complete this PETS, I look forward to coordinating with Bob and others as appropriate to develop a budget for next year, and come up with a list of our community projects. And I'll work with Bill on a goal for the foundation and giving. And so I've got a few things going on, and I look forward to getting through that PETS course and moving along.
Great, thanks, Dennis. Yeah, it's amazing how fast the year flies by. I'm telling you, when you're the president, all of a sudden you're past halfway, and we're way past halfway now. So thank you. Yeah, we're going to be working together quite a bit between now and the end of the fiscal year. Well, I think that's pretty much it. Does anybody that's left here have anything they would like to discuss or questions to anybody? Are we okay that way? It looks like we are. Good. Great. Okay. I do have one little question. One of the people who have joined us his name is iPhone. And I have no idea who that is. With the iPhone, please identify itself so that Phyllis knows who's here. No. Okay, maybe I don't know.
Phyllis, won't you send out a chat request to that person to identify back to you who they are?
Yeah, or something. Anyway, okay, so that's good. Okay, then anyway, maybe it's just a phone. Okay, so next week it's going to be, we're going to have the exchange students somehow or other, hopefully, keep your fingers crossed, and we'll be hearing from, I'm not clear, I'm assuming it's both of them. Is that right, Mike?
Yes, it's the plan to have both of them on and if possible, we may be trying to show them a video of their houses and families and things.
Okay, great. Yeah, that'll be fun. Look forward to that. That's great. Okay, for parting thought, I was looking through I was trying to come up with a Rotary joke, and there's one that I heard at Pets, actually. It was, that's the first time I heard it. It may be something that many of you have heard, but I thought I would just pass it on for some of you who may not have heard this joke. There's always a little bit, not tension, but sort of, there's Kiwanis and there's Lions clubs and so forth. And so the joke is, maybe it's not really a joke. It's just a statement that Lions work for the community. So you see them working for the water department or whatever. So Lions work for the community. The Kiwanians run the community. Rotarians own the community. So just keep that in mind, folks. It's our community. We own it. So anyway, everybody,
Bob,
yes.
I had one question regarding next week's meeting, and in the past Zoom meetings that I've been on, we've always had trouble getting a video presentation, the sound to come through properly. So just some advice to Mike and Ann is to maybe practice that somehow before the meeting so you don't have technical difficulties. It's something that we've never been able to overcome, is when somebody wants to show a video presentation, how to get the audio linked into the Zoom.
Yeah, Bill, just so that you know, that we had our meeting this week with the two young men, and Eli, the one from our area, had done his video, and indeed the audio was the issue there. So we're thank you for the notice, but we're working on that very issue right now.
Good. Okay, everybody.
I do not know the solution to it, otherwise I would offer you the solution, but
Well,
I do
guys,
know it's a problem.
yeah, if you go on the internet and you look up on Zoom on how to do it, like when I did the flag salute thing with, way back when, there's a trick on how you got to link the audio, but it's all on if you just Google it, it'll tell you how to do the video and audio. It's really not that hard, but maybe we should share instructions through Club Runner for everyone on how to do it.
Okay, good. Thanks, Steve. Okay, everybody. Yes, Sue, you haven't said a word all day. What's going on?
I woke up late. I think I was waking up. I wanted to ask, I've been on my Rotary and I can't find where I can see my giving. Do you know which section it's under on my Rotary?
If you go to the section that says foundation, under that, there's a category that says foundation reports. And under that, there's a category that says individual reports, as opposed to reports for the club. I have access to the whole club, so you look at individual and you'll find it there, what's called the donor history report. So you first go to foundation, and under foundation, there's a tab that says foundation reports. And then under foundation reports, you click on that and it'll take you to the individual and you'll find it there.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, well, time's up, everybody. Thanks, everyone, for being here this morning. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you, some of you tomorrow and the others next Friday. Okay, take care.